So, uh, there were several contracts going back and forth. Last year, we started on this when the Attorney General's office contacted our office about the contract. So the Attorney General's office, as well as ours, totally didn't realize that there was not a contract in place. However, the Attorney General's office continued to pay during that time. And as Attorney General Marcy just stated, that they paid short of $9,447. We provided the services on an overtime basis. They paid for the services. However, when the contract wasn't in place, once I realized that the first contract that was drafted covered that service period as well as the current fiscal year. At the time when a signature was provided that covered that time frame, it was to go through September 30th of 2025. Then we realized, our office leadership, that we did not want to provide services through September 30th. They were going to stop at February 28th, 2025. So at that time, the procurement administrator decided that we were not sign a contract for a period that has already lapsed. So then we had to redraft the contract for this current fiscal year. Although they had already paid for all the services, they would not provide a contract for that sign period, for that period.
Okay, so the final or the total amount is 100. It's not 106. It's 9,000. I think I heard you say.
It's 9,000 for fiscal year 24,
Okay.
and it's 106,000 for fiscal year 25.
Okay, so it is okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner Peterson Mayberry.
Thank you. Through the chair. So my question is probably piggybacking on that. The 9,447, is that in dispute? Are they disputing that, or is that just what we still have yet to collect for all of the services that were rendered under this conversation?
No, it's not in dispute.
It's not in dispute. It's just outstanding.
It's just outstanding.
Okay, but they are going to pay it.
Yes, that was the last final that they were going to pay. It was just that they had not had a contract in place. So they were waiting to get the new contract, and then they were going to remit payment for this current fiscal year and the remaining amount of the 9,447.
Okay, so under the new contract, are we adding this 9,400 onto the new contract for it to get paid, or is
we had already invoiced for that amount?
Oh, okay, it's already been invoiced.
It's already been
Okay.
invoiced. It's just outstanding.
Okay, and outside of that, so it's been corrected. I think my concern is I'm hoping that there's no other contracts that are falling into this type of conversation, but I'm glad it's been corrected.
Yes, that's been corrected. And if I can speak on that. So as Director Yogesh Gusani just stated, TCM does not allow a mechanism where it did present, it shows us our contracts when they're expiring, but that's for not revenue contracts. So with the entire new team, including myself, I did come on in 23. I had no idea about the EPU services being provided, as well as Ms. Frank. She knew of the EPU services, but not knowing that it had expired, because we never received a report showing that revenue contract is due to expire. I had a new contract manager. No one was aware. And unfortunately, I had to be contacted by the Attorney General's office to know. But we have a mechanism internally now where we're tracking all our contracts. We developed a spreadsheet for ourselves just so we could stay on top of these items.
And one last comment through the chair. So that's good to hear, because I'm hoping that processes aren't tied to people, right? So like if you hit the
One
big
person,
game and
right.
you're gone, right? So what's the process in place, and do all the parties that need to know the process know and adhere to the process?
Yes, so my contract team, as well as Jackie, the finance team, and we're utilizing SharePoint right now, where we're have it on a shared drive to show all of our contracts. And once the commissioners have a resolution, those resolutions are as well going into that contract. So to have all the information about the contract in a shared space.
Thank you, Ms. Terry.
And there will be a SOP on record,
Okay.
kept in a central location.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just to add too, I think that's what's important in recommendation 2025-02B. It's so that those in the field that are providing the services and their leadership are providing the hours to Ms. Safransky so that she can bill on a monthly basis for whether it's a Wayne County Community College or whatever revenue generating contract, and not waiting a substantial months to bill, but they have to provide the information to her.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Clinton, did you have a question?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I'm gonna reference the recommendation for, 03, 2025-03, and I know I have an updated one that I haven't seen yet coming. But here we're saying, it's being recommended that, there be a, mechanism in the new Oracle system
Mhm.
in order to pull this off. Something that's not there right now. And I think I heard in the answer that we might even be able to patch that, or we will have some sort of a paper way to reconcile this account.
Okay. To the chair, Commissioner, at this point, I don't know how the contract module works on an Oracle
Right.
at this point. So, but we are still using a TCM. So I'm not sure about patch or anything because since Oracle kind of is in a cloud base, I don't think so they're going to do any patching for us. But through our process reengineering, hopefully we can come up with some controls. I'm not hoping too much for the Oracle at this point. Mhm.
Yeah. I would bet
Mhm.
that Oracle's not going to change anything.
Again, I'm not too much
So-
knowledgeable about that particular contract
So
module.
how does this going to be handled then if it's not through Oracle?
I think it's just, Terry just mentioned that we just have to coordinate. Our central account receivable team will definitely coordinate with the sheriff's office on a regular basis. And also, I would say our central receivable team, before we bill, will just make sure this contract is in effect, which was missed, I guess.
And Madam Auditor General, are you going to be looking for that when they report back to us with regards to this audit? Or what the correction plan is?
So because there's no longer a contract in place for the executive protection services, what we could do as part of a corrective action plan, because like I said, these recommendations could apply to any revenue generating contract. We could look how these recommendations apply to probably the Wayne County Sheriff Community College contract, which I think is similar.
A little different.
Okay. Well, that would be our only way to go and assess the corrective action because the executive protection doesn't have a contract in place anymore.
Well, you are going to speak to that in your corrective action.
If we can look at a similar contract to determine if the corrective action will address the recommendations, but if there's no way to assess it, then it'll just be no longer applicable. We're gonna try and see how we can get it to work with the Wayne County Community College, because I think that's probably one of the revenue generating out there.
Yes, but Wayne County Community College is not, we don't invoice on a monthly basis. They pay us a lump sum,
Okay,
700,000 for the revenue to provide. They pay for one of our staff and 2 officers.
So this one may be difficult then to assess a corrective action because there is nothing to assess.
Well, I'm just making sure we're tracking things properly, correct?
Mhm.
And what would be evidence of that we are if we can't do it through Oracle?
That they have offline standalone systems where they're monitoring their contracts when the expiration date is coming.
And are you going to look at that in terms of your corrective action plan, or how
We
do
can look at what they have in place for any current revenue generating contracts and how they're monitoring. It's going to be a little bit different than
Yeah,
a normal corrective
yeah,
action
everything's a
plan.
little different, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, well, I'll wait to look for that. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Oh, Commissioner Wilson?
Thank you, Chair. Just one more follow-up. Not to overkill, but this is a big void in terms of the protocol that mandates that the commission approves all contracts. So to that point, and I think you may have answered it, Deputy Director, but it says views of responsible officials, and you did not submit a response. Was your response that you just enunciated? Was that your response? Because we always taught if you don't have it in writing, you don't have it. So, is this your response for recommendation 2503, control deficiency, where it says you did not submit a response from your office? Help me understand that, please.
Mercy.
If I could add to that, we did receive the response from Management Budget Central Accounts Receivable on Monday. I incorporated into the report, and this morning you should have a new report in your email that has the response, similar to the verbal response that Yogesh gave today. It's in your one you got this morning.
Okay, it's an oversight on my behalf. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Any last comments? Oh, we're good. Okay. Do
Through the
we-
chair.
Oh, yes.
As a follow-up to the oversight, just want to let you know, our final billing that was just recently done, what was it, September 30th? So it did include a copy of the resolution from commission approving the contract that was sent over with the billings to accounts receivable to bill out for our EPU services.
Plus a signed copy of the contract.
Okay. Do we need a motion to receive and file this?
Yes, we need a motion.
Okay. Can I get a motion? And moved by, Commissioner Wilson. Beat you to it, sorry. All right, it's been moved by Commissioner Wilson, supported by Commissioner Colleen. Please vote on your tablets.
Motion carried.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, next item, Madam Clerk.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Oh, Marcy has something. Oh,
I just wanted to take the opportunity. We have Kristen Prostel. She's in the audience. She's our newest member to the OAG. She started probably 2 weeks ago. And so we just want to welcome her and introduce her to the audit committee.
okay, great, welcome.
Welcome.
Sit in the person.
Raise your hand. So I can see you. Okay.
an introduction.
Would you like to give a short introduction?
Yeah, don't be shy.
Yeah, come on, now you have to come on up.
You gonna be sitting out of each other.
First to learn the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm Kristen Prestel. I only started a couple weeks ago. I previously was at the Treasury Office of Inspector General for 4 years. And I went to University of Michigan for my undergrad and got my master's in public policy there as well.
Okay,
So
great. Well, welcome to the team.
thank you.
Okay, all right, next item.
G, public comments.
Is there anyone here who wishes to make a public comment to the Committee on Audit? Whether you're in person, on phone, or on Zoom? Do we have any hands raised? Any emails?
There are no hands raised and no emails are received.
Second call for public comments. Third and final call, public comments. Hearing none, next item.
Adjournment.
Is there a motion to adjourn? Okay, if there's no objection, we are now adjourned. Thank you.